Hello guys, good evening. It's so good to see all of you and very welcome to this conversation on creating your future. It's so good to see you all. Hello Eva, and please put your cameras on. It's so fun to see you, sweet faces. I love Zoom. You can really connect with each other in this easy way. It's amazing. So my name is Katarina Nilsson. Hey.
I'm fine.
Hi, Eva.
Hi.
You can mute yourself too, please.
Okay.
Or I can mute you. So that's fine. Thanks. And anyway, if you would like to ask a question or whatever, please do so. You can just unmute yourself and ask a question. That's fine. Hello, Fred. Hello, Sudipta. All right. So my name is Katarina Nilsson. I am a certified facilitator within Access Consciousness. And the tools we are going to talk about here, they come from Access. I am Swedish. I live in Stockholm. And I was curious now when I was reflecting and looking back at this past year, I was thinking, so I wonder what I was thinking or reflecting on last year, before this past year even occurred or I created that. So did I have any intention? Did I make conscious choices to create the year as it appeared or not? And I got that, not in a really intentional or conscious way. And I was like, that would be really exciting to actually do something different, to create something different. So now I'm super curious to actually have another focus and see what I can ask for and what I can create for this year of 2018. And I don't know about you, but for me, I have a demand to create more and larger than I have created before, ever, and with more ease. How does that sound? And what are your intentions for this year, I wonder? So what is even creating your life? So to start with, are you aware of that you are creating making as well? So all of our actions and all where we focus and where we put our energy, that's where we get more of. And all of those choices are what you create your future from. So that's really something to play with. So what are your asks for 2018? What is it that you would like to create more from? Give me some examples. Share a little bit if you would like to. Hello, Ulrike. Welcome, Judy. Welcome on board. So some of the things that I hear people talk about is I would like to create more in my business, for example, or I want to create more money. I would like to create relationships in a different way that I have created before. So what are some of the tools that we can use? What can we actually choose there? So the elements of creation that are ask. You need to ask questions. So question, choice, possibility, and contribution. So when we ask questions, we open up for possibilities. And possibilities whisper to us from all over the universe all the time. And our job is to perceive the possibilities, hear them, see them, perceive them, and then we need to act on them to get something to happen also, to institute and to actualize. So we have all these possibilities, and then we have the choices. So what can I choose here? And what can I choose here? And contribution from other people, from yourself, from the universe. And this is like a game that we can play all the time with question, choice, possibility, contribution, ding, 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 ding. So that's how we create. And I'm curious also if you have noticed when you have more access to your creative space in you. So is there a time of the day? Is there when you are around certain people? Is there a certain place outside or inside where you have more access to your own creation? So many times we can experience that we have access to ourselves and our creation more when we are in nature, for example. When we are outside, there is no judgment in nature, right? So judgment and creation, they do not go together. So when we have judgment in our world, we can't create. That's not a creative space. Creation comes from relaxation. So creation comes from this state when we are vulnerable, when we have our barriers down. That's when we can create and we can ask and we can receive. So if you see that, I get all these brilliant ideas when I'm in nature, maybe a way could be to actually choose to be more in nature. Or even when I take a hot bath, that's when I get all these brilliant ideas. Maybe you would like to enjoy a hot bath a bit more often and enjoy those ideas and listen to all the possibilities and then ask yourself, so what choices can I make here? What actions can I do to make this a reality? So if you have any questions or something you would like to talk about, I'm open to that. Oh, in my being back to the body. Okay, cool. This is exactly what I would like to have. Create without effort and force. I want to have more ease and more fun. I love that. Thank you, Mariette. Yes. Yeah. So what would it take to have more ease with creation and creating our lives? So what is it that you would like to have more of in your life? More ease, more joy, less effort, embodiment, Torgun. We create. Yeah. Go on.
Everything you're just culminating everything that I'm kind of looking for in this year. I really want to invite my body to be. I create really well when I'm embodied. So when I'm including my body is the only time, or not the only time, but it's when I feel the most creative. So inviting that space into all that I do and just playing with that and as much fun. I want everything to do with fun this year. That's like what I've been thinking lately.
I love that. And that is also, I'm sure you have heard that it's our laughter, our lightness, our joy that heals the planet. So we cannot have judgment in our world and laugh and have a lot of fun. That doesn't really go together. So that could really be one of the most beautiful contributions to the earth, to the planet, to invite more joy in our lives and in our bodies, more laughter. And it is also a great way to release any tension or, well, I would say judgment as well. Just shake it off, laugh a lot, and move your body. So what would it take for all of us to ask our bodies more? Hey, body, sweet, sweet body, thank you so much. Gratitude, right? So gratitude and creation go really well hand in hand. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Thank you, body. So what can I contribute to you today, and what can you contribute to me? Would you like to move? Yes. Okay, cool. So what different ways can we move that are fun and joyful for us, body? So it could be dancing. It could be trail running out in the forest, something wild, just jumping on different tree branches and I don't know, or swimming in a in the cold ocean here. I have no clue. That it was not what my body would choose. I just tell you. And so that is also to have this sweet communion and sweet conversation and communication with your body, to create more and to create with your body. So I love that. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Wie kann ich besser das dem anstellen, dass sich die Dinge zeigen? Yeah, thank you so much. Danke, Astrid. So how can I make demands and how can I create so that the things show up? So we demand of ourselves, and we ask for contribution from the universe. And when we ask, we also need to be willing to receive. And when we have asked for, I don't know, more clients, for example, if we directly go into, oh shoot, I don't have enough clients, you go directly into judgment. And that's where you directly kill the creation. So we ask for more clients, for example, and we need to be open to receive. And sometimes the universe and the quantum entanglements of the universe need a little bit of time to deliver to you what you have asked for. So we need to be a little bit patient sometimes, even if we are humanoids, and wait for it to show up and just go on creating and acting on what we would like to see more of at the same time, okay? So that is some of the ways that you ask, you demand of yourself. So I have different demands for this year. I demand of myself to create way bigger and way more than I have ever created before, and with greater ease. And that is different for me. It also will demand of me that I am, that I be, and that I am, that I do different things as well than I have done before, to have other results showing up. So it is a lot of this energy of enthusiasm, that we are enthused and we have the energy of the magic. Okay, so I just read here. Okay, so you have created something. Okay, Astrid, so you are in some situation that you would like to change. So it has changed to something that you would like, not like. It's better. It's worse now than before. Is that what you're saying?
Genau, die Situation hat sich um 180 Grad gedreht. Nicht mehr, sondern umgekehrt.
Yeah, okay. So the situation has changed and 180 degrees is what Astrid says. Okay, so I would say, Astrid, have you acknowledged how powerful a creator you are? So we create everything in our lives. We create the good things, the bad things, and the ugly things, right? So, and when we can actually go into that and see, oh, I have created this. Cool, I'm a potent creator. That means that I could also uncreate it, or I can create something else. So is that at all real to you, Astrid? That you created the situation and you can create something else. We all can. You can change the situation. So I wonder what questions you can ask to change the situation with total ease right away. So go into the space, go back into the space of questions instead of being in the state of judgment, and stop judging you. So everywhere you judge yourself right now, are you willing to let all that go, please? Yeah, thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, line, shorts, boys and beyonds. I'm not going to do a lot of clearings on this short call, but that is really such a beautiful key to see, oh, cool, I have created something that I'm not truly happy with. Cool, I created this. What else can I create? What needs to change here is another great question. And just have the awareness of, okay, for example, when it comes to money, it is super important to have a total clarity on your own personal, your financials, know exactly what it costs you to run your life, how much you have coming in every month and how much is going out, and have that super clear without judging it, and starting to ask questions. Okay, so what needs to change here? What other revenue streams can I create? How much more money can I receive? So then you can look at your receiving. So are you willing to receive money, Astrid? Are you willing to receive money? So are you willing to have money? Okay, cool. So those are questions to check in with yourself. So many times when we don't have money in our lives, it is either of those things that we can be willing to create money, and that we can do that with ease, and then we are not willing to have money, so it doesn't stay with us. You spend it. You function from spending money. So those are some things to look at. And look, what is it that I would like to create in my life? And what would it take for me to have it all? So for me, I'm stepping up, and I have actually chosen to make an investment. And this is a choice I am making. I get that it will create so much more in my world and in my life. And I don't have the money for it. I'm choosing this, and I'm going to create the money. And it makes me like tingly and excited, and a little bit, sometimes I confuse freak out with excitement. It's actually another way of excitement. So I need to unpack myself a little bit. So this is also where it can be a bit uncomfortable to go into a new space where you haven't been and functioned before. So I am stepping up, I'm stepping into another space. And if you go back and you look at one example in your life, then when you have chosen something, I am choosing this, I am creating this. Have you succeeded? Yes? So most times we do, right? So when we are the energy of what we would like to see as our future and our lives, we create it, right? So this is also the difference of writing a wish list. Oh, I wish I had a wonderful life. I wish I had a really big car. I wish I had a really big house. I wish I had a really big man. I don't know. Instead, what you can do is really create what you truly desire in your life. So start writing down, what is it that I truly desire to have as my life? And here's a really good tip. When you look at your list, go also afterwards and check in. Okay, so who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? So sometimes it's really easy to tap into everyone else's universe, that you should have a big car, a big house, and a big man, or I don't know, a big dog. And maybe it's not for you. And the risk with that is that you make yourself wrong for not creating that big car, big house, whatever. Maybe you don't even desire a big house. You might desire a beautiful penthouse in Rome. So what is it that you truly would like to desire and to create and see as your future? Okay, so, okay, am I cutting out? Okay. cutting and freezing. I'm sorry. Okay, mein Geld hat man immer einfach ohne Fragen weggenommen. So auch jetzt der Ex-Partner. Okay. Okay, cool. So for me, what I know is that when I am in this space of when we put our barriers down and we are vulnerable and we go to gratitude, that's the space that we create from, right? So now when I would like to create more than I have created before, I need to be more in that space, correct? So I need to choose something different. And this is where I just realized, what would it be a difference for me if I start every morning with this space of pulling energy, having the intention of what it is, and just having the contact and communicating with my creations as I create my future. So what would that create for me? Whoa, and I get all tingly and excited. So this is what I created. So we start next week, the 15th of January. I will do a morning exercise with anyone who would like to jump on. So every morning at 7 a.m. Central European Time, we will be on a Facebook Live, and we will go through all these things of creation, of getting rid of our judgments, of having more clarity of what we would like to see as our future, of pulling energy, of listening, perceiving, knowing, receiving all the possibilities out there. So this is what I've created as a means for me to create what it is that I'm going to create this year. And let's see what you guys would like to create and what contribution that could be to you to start the day from that creative space. I'm happy to take a question, or is there something that do you have some questions or anything?
What is it like? What are your favorite tools for being the energy that we wish to create? Like, I think that sometimes that seems elusive to people.
Thank you. That's a great question. For me, I would say that it is, and actually we can do this together to a little exercise to wrap up with this Zoom with. So I like to lower my barriers and to go into that space and have the communication with the entity of the project. For example, the investment that I am what I'm going to invest in. It is in El Lugar. I'm investing in El Lugar, and it is a house there. And so, just using that as an example, what I can do is to tap into that entity. So everything we create and put into this reality is an entity with its own consciousness. It could be a project. It could be something you create, something physical, writing a book or such. So getting to contact with that entity and pull energy, and also have the communication, and you can ask the entity. So in this case, okay, investment or El Lugar. So what energy space and consciousness can I be today to contribute to you with total ease? And what can you contribute to me? Wow. So that is also the cool thing. When we make this demand of creating more and bigger, we get rewarded, or whatever you say. It is also a contribution from in the other direction back to you. So I've heard David Kubes, who he did this presentation of El Lugar, and he also said that the people who have invested in El Lugar, they have so fast come up with the money, they have created the money and beyond. So it has been such a contribution to their lives. So what can you choose that is that contribution to your life that really lights your fire and gets your enthusiasm there. So more joy, more adventure, more play. That's what I'm aiming for this year. And what about you guys? So now, if you would like to, you can close your eyes and you can put your feet on the floor if that's comfortable for you. And, and lower your barriers. And just drop all the barriers, all the actions, all the walls you have built up, and let go of the idea of separation. What if there is no separation? What if separation is a lie and oneness is what is true? So just drop your barriers, please. You can imagine that you push them down if that's easier for you. So drop your barriers, drop your barriers, drop your barriers, drop your barriers. And relax your body. Creation comes from relaxation. And now you can tap into the yummy space of nature. Imagine that you are in the forest, for example, the sun is shining. You hear the wind in the leaves. The smells are just beautiful. And you put your hand on one of the trees and you can sense the tree against your hand. And start to pull energy from the earth, from the forest, and through you, and from the universe, from all around you, from under you, up through your feet. And connect with one of the things or the projects, the entities that you are creating for this year. Whee! Pull energy, pull through the entity, and now pull energy even more and include all the people, entities with and without bodies, that could and would like to contribute to you and the creations and this entity. And even more, pull energy. And pulling energy is just a simple ask. It has nothing to do with how you breathe. That was what I thought in the beginning. No, nothing to do with how you breathe. It's just a simple ask. So pull energy again, even more. And from this space of pulls, when we are pulling together, this is really, really powerful. You can ask for what it is that you would like to see as your 2018. So what would it take for you to create that, to receive that, and to play with that energy throughout this year? And you have already started. And are you willing to play with being in this state of creation more? Choosing more of what makes it fun for you to be on this planet. That is a contribution to you and to everyone around you and to your creations as well. So what if you made having more joy and more pleasure and more play and more fun your priority for this year? And remember, money loves joy. Money loves the fun party. So are you willing to be the fun party? The fun party that everyone and everything would like to join and play with. The fun party with the good music and the yummy snacks and the good wine. That is you. And are you willing to be that party for yourself and with yourself, even if no one is showing up? So what if you create for you, for the pure joy of creation? Because this is your life. Our life is an adventure. So how much more adventure are you willing to have? Hey, I love this space. And thank you for being so wonderful and play with me in this. It's a huge contribution to me. I'm super grateful. Thank you. So this is one of my favorite ways to play with the energy of creation, and also asking each of the different projects or entities, you can ask, so where is my energy required today? So what energy do I need to be to create with you, project or entity or whatever it is? And just listen, have the sense of, okay, making this phone call. Okay, cool. And you just do it. And then, okay, next. Where is my energy required next? And every time you, thank you so much, Henny, thank you to you. And every time you catch yourself having a judgment of you, you just go, oh, okay, cool. I recognize this. This is judgment. Cool. What can I choose instead? So don't buy the judgment as true. Judgments are lies, right? Your greatness and your capacity is what is true, and what is true for you is what makes you lighter. So use the tools of light and heavy. So when thoughts come up in your head, remember to ask, is this true for me, light or heavy? Who does this belong to? Oh, it's not mine. Cool. And just go for what you know. Okay? Yeah, we have gone over a little bit. I wanted to play with you just a half hour to tap into this energy of creation for this beautiful year and onwards. This is our future. If it's light to you and would be a contribution, come play with us. We start next week. And if you create your life with other tools or in other ways, that's fine too. With what we know, the more of a contribution we are to the world and to other people as well. You remember, be you and change the world? That is what we are being and doing now, for example, and tomorrow. So please remember that you are amazing and you are such a contribution to this beautiful planet and to other people as well. So would you please be that contribution to you as well? Are you willing to outcreate yourself in kindness with you? Oh, I love these comments. Thank you for this beautiful energy. Thank you, guys. Where can I find the challenge? Yeah, it is, and we will send out a follow-up email to you guys. It is a 30-day program that I'm starting January 15th. And I will see to that there is a registration link in the email. So we will get together every second day during 60 days. So this is how I have created it. So every second day during 60 days. And that is also how we can set a new habit of creating. Thank you so much for this evening. Yes. Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Hade ni någonting på? Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, adore you. I'm so glad that you jumped on here and played with me. So I hope to see you again. And thank you. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you.